Everybody to Maverick Esports. Once again, it is me, Diesel D, on the table. Once again, it's been a long time coming, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be here with a new face, a new member of Maverick Esports, Tay himself.
Yeah, my name's Tay. I'll be joining you for this good matchup against North Carolina Wilmington here.
I'm super hyped. University of North Carolina Wilmington going up against Maverick Esports in Valorant. Haven't casted a game of Valorant in about a year and a half, man. It is exciting. I know we've been talking about Valorant all day before this game started. Let me know a little bit about you playing Valorant. How long have you been playing?
I've had many years of experience as a player and as a coach for a small team for Tempest Esports. Cool. Excited to see the strategies these two teams will bring out here and getting set up in the match round number 1.
Most definitely, and round number 1 seems to be on its way. As of right now, it's getting started. We're in the first round, and we are just trying to get some technical stuff set up so that we can get you this content on the screen as quickly as possible here at twitch.tv for Maverick Esports. We want to go over a couple things with you here tonight. We want to shout out our sponsors here, Rockstar Energy, Spectrum Industries, Fat Cap, and the Campus Computer Store. Without them, we wouldn't be able to be here today. We wouldn't be able to provide you with amazing gameplay of your friends here from Maverick Esports. Whether you're playing at home, whether you're just hanging out studying, this is where you want to be. That's for sure. And soon we will get that game started if we can. Are we available to get that started here? Because I see that round 1 has been started, and it's getting off to a pretty hefty start. We see the bomb on the side of Wilmington, and for
30 seconds left.
As of right now, I just wish you guys could see it here, but you know, as of what I gotta say is
Trying to provide some play-by-play here.
Yeah, I'm trying to play-by-play, but I'm like, do I show
Maverick Esports to Wilmington. Maverick Esports gets the first round with defenders on the map split here.
Awesome stuff from the players of Maverick Esports. They were in a good situation with a 3v2 by the end of that round. They had control, they kept their cool, and they played it safe.
Actually, I had that mixed up, sorry. Maverick Esports on attacking side on split. So currently down 0-1 after the first round.
You are exactly right. That was a mistake on both of our parts here. Maverick Esports on the attacking side takes the first loss here as we see a hefty loss. And Omen holding on to that bomb here. We see E-dubs as Omen taking control of the bomb. Hopefully we see some intense plays pushing on that B side here on split. And we see a hefty setup here and a split push on the side of Maverick Esports as well.
We see Maverick Esports just trying to hold that entrance, trying not to let themselves get pushed into.
And they got a lot of time to play. They have a whole minute left. They're not going to give it away too early. But we see
Gravity also coming up from the other side as Viper. Sky going for a flash in with the raised nade into the zone.
This was a big decision by Maverick Esports to all push on mid, but they're making it work, taking it slow.
No deaths yet on the side. Sky flashing into middle, flashes their teammates.
Tough spot to be in. We see a possible shift to the A site from mid.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. Maverick Esports needing to get this plant down to try to hold their ground.
Enemy Sky gets visual on Maverick Esports coming up from A mid. We see engagement, and we see a huge sweep from the side of North Carolina. But Maverick Esports comes back 3v3. Ooh, harsh situation as we see all 3 of the rest of the members of Maverick Esports being taken out, losing.
Yeah, hard to keep your momentum there with only 30 seconds trying to go for a rotate. North Carolina just expecting it and was able to hold their ground there on defense.
And I think Maverick Esports has opportunity here. They're trying to play it safe. They're trying to be focused. Maybe a different opportunity may be beneficial for them. New game plan. Looks like we get the Viper wall going down right away on that A site.
And it looks like that Maverick Esports trying to go for a full buy here, trying to recover after last round's losses. We see on North Carolina not as many full buys on their side, mainly just going to save a bit.
And what I've noticed from this round compared to the last is that Maverick Esports is putting a little more aggression in their step. They're trying to get to these spots a little bit faster. They're not being, they're being
Good
very
shot by Gravity to get a nice kill on the enemy Raze. Raze trying to nade in there. Able to get a kill on the Sky. We're down to a 4v3 in advantage of Maverick. Now down to a 3v3.
huge momentum for Maverick Esports so far, and it all got lost from that takedown from Viper on the opposite team. But looks like a switch on the sides is going to be on the benefit of Maverick Esports, but looks like North Carolina is expecting it, having one player ready to go.
Cypher with the smoke down, not able to use their advantage. And what a play by North Carolina to be able to take out the rest of Maverick Esports here.
Long range Spectre is nothing to stray away from. Another thing not to stray away from is Buffalo Wild Wings streams here at Maverick Esports. Did you know that every Wednesday our Maverick Esports live streams are broadcasted directly at the Buffalo Wild Wings here at Mankato? So if you're not busy, feel free to step in sometime. Enjoy a little esports with a meal. You'll get that everywhere. So.
All right, got round number 4 of the first half getting away here. Looks like almost all of Maverick Esports going for a save pistol round. Sky getting sadly one-tapped by a Phantom holding up high. Looks like Maverick Esports going for a split here on split. We'll see what they can pull away with here. Got the Cypher trying to play mid against, it looks like, the enemy Astra.
That's a tough spot to be. These players on the side of North Carolina have not put up, they have everything that they're doing is just high intensity. Every shot is just
Raze Cypher trying to spam into that middle area, not able to get, looks like, any shots down. Cypher trying to set up a trip. Nice one tap by Cypher Voltage. Going for another one, not able to get it. Down to a Viper in a 1v4 situation with 40 seconds. And only 1 HP left. Trying to go for the one taps, not able to recover.
Tough spot for Maverick Esports currently. Did not expect a huge upset this early in the game, but we still have plenty of Valorant to play here tonight. Best of 3 here tonight. So what will we see in the future? It's up to the gods to see.
Looks like we have Gravity along with some of the other Maverick Esports players going for some full buys to hopefully put some pressure onto Wilmington. We'll see what they can do here. It looks like they're going for a couple going mid and most of them getting set up on A.
Harsh situation for Cass there.
Ray's not able to just sneak through there. Viper trying to hide on the off angle. Hopefully if they get pushed into, they can recover from there.
Great take out of the drone from mid.
Viper might be able to get a swing here if they can get a shot onto them. Viper able to get that, as I was just talking about it. Omen with a nice shot as well. Nice heal by Sky to heal up Viper on Maverick.
Yeah, in general, what I look for in a game like this is the momentum. Just how much pressure they're putting on this team, and right now Maverick Esports is finally switching the momentum in their favor.
Cypher not able to get the push onto the enemy Astra. We have
Astra,
Omen
man,
trying to push in for a late push on the B with 40 seconds left in the round. Viper with a swing, not able to connect on the shots though.
Going around is a great decision for Viper here. Just trying to find any way, any opportunity.
It looks like we're going to get a late rotate over to A, possibly from Maverick Esports.
Plenty of time to do that, and we have an Omen ult available if needed be.
The Sky rotating around as well, hiding in that Omen smoke. Great flash, but not able to actually get the flash onto them.
What an upset from the enemy team Sky, taking out all 3 of the members of Maverick Esports as they were on a cheeky mission. Harsh situation for Maverick Esports so far, but they're not out of it yet. I really do think there's a huge opportunity for them to take the rest of this game. Split, It's a map that has a lot that you can do on it to switch the game in your favor.
It's a big defender side map as well. So we'll see once the teams get swapped from offense to defense, what they will be able to pull off from there. It looks like we're getting a almost all full buy from Maverick Esports once again. Going to just try to push in. Good flash by Sky, but immediately rotating out of there. The enemy Raze currently with the ult, able to get a kill, but nice play by the Sky to be able to predict it.
Yeah, the response from both teams right now are off the chain. Look at the damage that North Carolina did with that corner. It's not easy to be Maverick Esports currently.
And Maverick Esports trying to go for a nice push onto B. Looks like Cast's playing as Raze, trying to possibly go behind them, but they figure out not to go that way.
Possibly trying to do a fake out here.
Good
Could work
shot
in
by
their favor.
Cypher. Nice head tap for Voltric.
Mm,
Looks like Cypher, last person on Maverick Esports alive, just going to try to stay alive and maybe get a late plant here for Maverick Esports.
I think Voltric's made a wise decision to not go straight for the bomb, but instead make the decision to loop around. Gives them a little bit more opportunity to catch them off guard in positions that they might not
30
expect.
seconds left.
Yeah, Maverick, Voltric trying to go and try to isolate some 1v1s here. And the enemy Cypher with a nice one-way cage to finish off the round.
It's a textbook decision by that Cypher there, taking advantage of his abilities and really putting pressure on Maverick Esports. They're in a tough spot, 6-0, but it's Valorant. You never know.
It's never over until it is over.
Definitely, definitely. And as of right now, if you need more content like this, make sure you come to the CSU this weekend, Saturday, for our Rockstar Esports Collegiate Invitational. This is a huge moment. Last year, it was such a big deal, and I'm so excited to be there this year, and I hope to see you there.
Got Cast for Maverick Esports, possibly trying to take a little peek on the B site.
Scout destroyed.
Able to force the one way by the enemy Cypher, seeing if they can possibly get a wall shot through. And the enemy Cypher able to pick two of them off, but luckily with Raze's late grenade throw was able to pick them off. And we got Omen going for a late rotate here with their ult, along with Matt coming over with the Viper onto A site. We'll see what they can pull off here.
And that Viper has their ult too. If I was Maverick Esports, I would definitely risk it all at this moment, because it's not going to get any easier from this point on.
Both members of Maverick Esports trying to possibly isolate some 1v1s on the A side. Sky trying to get a few shots off there, not able to connect. Just trying to pull some people out.
Harsh situation. You see one member and you get too excited. This is exactly what happens for Maverick Esports. A tough spot to be once again. 7-0 on the attacking side. But just like Tay said, we're sitting on a defender map here. It's not over until it's over.
And it looks like we are getting an early timeout here from the attackers. Or, yes, from the attackers, timeout from Maverick Esports. Probably using this time to just talk out some late round strategies here.
Yep, it's definitely been a tough situation so far beginning this game here for Maverick Esports with a 7-0 loss currently on split. There was a couple opportunities here from Maverick Esports to take a round or two, but the pressure and the map control that we've seen from this team so far has been off the chain, really.
Yeah, it's Wilmington especially playing some good offense or defense here on the map. They have been able to just hold down their sights well and isolate those 1v1s to finish out their rounds.
It really puts into perspective why these players are playing on a collegiate level. We see how much dedication and drive they put into this game every single day. You know, this isn't just a game to them. It is a passion. It's a part of who they are, and we see that here tonight.
And we got the timeout over. Maverick Esports hopefully gonna try to come out with maybe a couple rounds here.
I will find.
Never know. We'll see what they can do. Hopefully that timeout helped them out. We're seeing a 4-person rush into mid after that timeout. There was some strategy to discuss there that honestly, I have no clue what they're even planning with this, but we will see what this just results.
What I'm seeing right now and what I feel is going to happen is a little bit of unpredictability. I think that's what Maverick Esports needs right now. This team is playing very textbook. They're expecting them to go to the right spots.
Raze with the ult, able to damage the enemy Raze a bit. See what they can go off. Nice shot from the sky, and Raze able to get one as well. Currently a 3v3. Going for the first spike plant of this game. We'll see if Maverick Esports can defend the spike for the rest of the match.
And I like how you mentioned that. This is the first time we've seen the spike on the ground this game.
And a good ult from Cypher. Raze swinging around, able to get a sky kill. Only one person left for Wilmington onto the spike.
Is this the pressure that
Good.
Maverick Esports needed? That's what I want to know right now. Can this happen?
Good pressure being applied from Maverick Esports. We got both Cypher and Raze holding. They don't know about the defending. Both of them there.
Player standing.
Cypher just needs to play this safe. And Cypher, Vortex, able to clutch out the round for Maverick Esports' first point. This is going to be huge momentum-wise for Maverick Esports.
This is exactly what they needed. Like I said, the unpredictability, the force that they're putting into this game is exactly what they want. I've seen the way that this team plays, this Wilmington, North Carolina team. And
That timeout doing wonders for Maverick Esports. You know they talked about something in there, and they're able to pull it off.
And honestly, this is a great time to make that decision. They still have a little bit of time on the attacking side. They can eat themselves a little bit, maybe get to a 9-3
Raze
situation.
with a nice push in, not taking too much damage other than just a little bit from the Viper. Raze just playing aggressive, which is honestly what this Maverick Esports team needs right now, is they just need to play aggressive.
They got the duelist, they need to do it. I definitely agree there.
Oh, and the Raze with a 4K from Wilmington. Are they
Huge
going to
Raze
have the Raze go for the ace? This would be huge for Wilmington if their player can possibly get an ace on this round.
Something that is so important for any sort of game is morale. And when you're in a situation like this, dealing with a player who has that...
And you're just seeing Wilmington toy with the last Cypher on there. You have the Sky just literally holding out a knife right now.
Not
And
much.
Viper stealing the ace from Wilmington's Raze. You know Raze was just fiending to get that on the round.
Man, sometimes it is tough when these players start to get rowdy. And if I was on Maverick Esports team right now, I would definitely let that get to my head. But that's why I'm not playing. That's why I'm behind the table. I ain't that good, and these players are the real deal. Let's see it happen here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going for possibly 4-person setup, almost possibly a whole team setup on A. We'll see what they do here. They just need to play with some aggression here, but we'll see what comes out with. It looks like also on a save round for most of Maverick Esports.
Looks like Wilmington is starting to feel the pressure and expect Maverick Esports to play a little more aggressive now.
And a nice kill by Omen E-dubs for Maverick Esports with a nice heal by Sky. We'll see some early pressure here and possibly a nice early plant. If Viper can get that ult off, I think they can seal this round by just withholding the spike in the
100%
ult.
agree with you on that one. When it comes to Maverick Esports so far in this game, just being able to get that bomb on the ground is a huge change up in the gameplay.
Nice
for
kill, 1v1 left on this map.
huge stuff.
Oh, but Gravity not able to hold it here on round 9.
Harsh situation, honestly. Seeing Maverick Esports put themselves in a great position. Like I was predicting too early. I was already ready to go about these plans. I feel like anytime that bomb is on the ground, we're seeing a little bit of light in the sky for Maverick Esports, but that might not be the case. It just might not be, and we need to accept that this game is getting close to the end.
Yeah, Viper for Maverick Esports could definitely use some support. Just like how you can support our program by subscribing with Twitch Prime to at Esports MNSU, what you are watching on here right now. Feel free to subscribe with Twitch Prime, helps out our program a lot.
It definitely does, and we are going to get into this round here and see what these players have going on. Ooh, harsh situation already starting with the Rays from Wilmington.
Yeah, Viper just not able to escape that grenade. It's such a harsh situation. Rays kind of in a little bit of a scary position. Sky trying to push themselves into that mid spot.
Min predicted the situation, is trying to get a jump on a good opportunity here, but
It's a nice shot by Min, but not able to hold it. Vortrick able to get a nice 2K there. Can Vortrick complete the clutch in the round? 1v2 advantage to Wilmington.
I definitely am optimistic in this situation, but it's not enough. We need to see huge plays.
But Cypher on Wilmington able to just hide and keep out on the round.
That was a great performance by Maverick Esports, honestly. Seeing them push themselves and just try a little bit of pressure. And Min, I really enjoyed the adaptability that we saw from the player Min.
Yeah, last round before the half for these two teams. A win here could be huge for Maverick Esports, at least getting one more round of wiggle room to move on to the second half. Advantage, even just having a couple points after half can be so huge for a team to just finish a comeback in the second half. We'll see what these teams do here.
You're exactly right. Let's get into this 12th round here.
Lots
and see
of
what
Guardian
happens.
buys from Mavericks, with the rest just having to spend all their rest of their credits as possible for this last round.
It's Guardian gang time. Let's see it happen here.
Nice wall set up from Gravity, hopefully to get some seclusion. A nice ult from Sky. Trying to swing around, able to get a nice one tap. 2 kills for Min, for Maverick Esports playing as Sky. Looking for that 3rd kill. Nice ult by Viper going for a setup, but a good grenade from Raze, and that ends out the round with another kill from Viper.
That right there was a huge, huge upset for everybody involved. Taking the half in such an aggressive way, saving that Viper ult pretty much the entire first attacking, like the entire time. The entire half. We didn't see a single Viper ult from Maverick Esports, so.
Yeah, we'll see how they'll play with their ults in this half. They last half definitely being very conservative with their utility and ults. We'll see what they're able to pull off here, though.
Yeah, and we're seeing some members of Maverick Esports really putting a lot of pressure on, like, this Raze is really trying, and same with the Cypher, using every single resource that they have to try to take advantage, but honestly, it's been a lot for these players, and it definitely shows that this team came ready to play.
Indeed. We're seeing there them trying to figure out their utility setup here to begin the second half. A first round win here is going to be huge for Maverick Esports if they are able to pull it off. Some good util from Raze to begin. We're seeing a lot of Wilmington's players out at mid. We'll see what they're able to pull off here, as it looks like they're kind of just trying to take control of mid to rotate either way. Omen able to get a nice blind through, retreating from that, which good idea. Double head taps from Cast Raze for Maverick Esports. What a huge defense. Going for the 3rd. Not able to get it, but able to cause a lot of damage to the Sky. A nice headshot. 3v2 advantage Maverick Esports.
This is their opportunity. They are not excited about this situation. We can tell that Wilmington has a lot to go through right now. And as long as Maverick Esports plays
Viper
it
coming
cool,
down. Cypher able to get a kill. Cypher able to finish out the round. Huge round for Maverick Esports on their first round of defense.
These players are starting it off right. This is what we want to see from these players. I am so excited to see what's next.
We're gonna see a huge currency buff for Mavericks, a huge eco boost for them. See what they're able to pull off. It looks like some of them just going for the buys as they genuinely just need to go all out on just trying to save this second half.
Not only do these players need an eco boost, but they also need an ego boost from you at home. Get on social media. Follow Esports MNSU on all socials. You may even be able to find these exclusive players and their social accounts. Give them that ego boost that they need. Let's see it.
We got a nice shot from Cass to begin out, and able to send out their other piece of util before not being able to finish them.
Tough situation, but it's still a great start.
Remains a 4v Voltric trying to hold A site, trying to keep it held as the rest of Wilmington is all rushing onto B site. A nice spam by Cypher, but it looks like that Wilmington's going to go for the plant here. We'll see what Maverick Esports is able to do.
2 huge headshots with that
Yeah,
Spectre.
huge damage boost for them. E-Dub's going to go try and infiltrate the area they were just holding. Good trade from Maverick Esports, but not able to get as many people as wanted.
And if I was Maverick Esports, I would be just happy that that Astra's being taken out, because honestly, anytime that Astra's around, it is not a good situation for Maverick Esports.
Maverick Esports not able to hold off on that round. We have
Jeez.
match point for Wilmington on this first map. We'll see what they're able to do. They need these next rounds to just go their way.
You can just see the determination from Wilmington. They have put their all into this game, and it shows. You know, when you put the work in, when you really hone in your skills, you can tell when they put it all in. And this is what's happening right now. Maverick Esports, I hope that they're inspired by this opportunity to play against such a great team and push themselves even further.
Cypher just witnessing a bunch run through, able to get a nice trade there. That's huge for Maverick Esports. Cass gets ran up behind on. Sky just running in with a stinger, able to get a nice running gun. Getting shot at from behind, able to stay alive but gets shot. Got the judge play from Viper, able to get a nice shot there. It's a 2v1 advantage Maverick Esports, and they're able to finish out the round. Huge round for Maverick Esports, being able to stay alive in this first map.
Look at what happens when you take risk and you throw it out the window. These players are playing like they never have before. I honestly can't get enough of this game, and I hope we see it go on for a decent amount of time here.
Yep, going on to the next round. All of Maverick Esports just trying to just stay alive here. We'll see what they're able to pull off in this round, though.
And we've seen some pretty heavy hitters from the duelists on the side of Wilmington, as well as their Astra. And I feel like those are their 2 main people that they need to really focus on. If they can take them out, the other 2 don't. They rely a lot on those heavy high fraggers.
And we're seeing a nice angle from the Rays and Sky here. It's almost like they knew they were going to be going to that exact site. Omen luckily able to back away from that grenade. Able to get that nice drop down. Omen trying to just hide and stay alive here. Omen just trying to stay down there. Nice shot up on the Rays, trying to rotate and get to the Sky as well.
That was probably one of the biggest plays I've seen Maverick Esports play so far. What a huge, huge juke out.
And we have a nice 3v2 advantage here. Maverick Esports. Cass going for a few shots, able to get some damage onto the Viper, I believe.
Rough misses with the Guardian will cause a lot of heartache from these players, but
Viper definitely low on health right now. Astra as well, while we got 2 Maverick Esports players full health. We'll see what they're able to pull off here.
Match point. Good frag off.
Oh, Maverick Esports not able to keep pulling it off. Map 1 will be going to the advantage of Wilmington.
Tough situation, but at the end of the day, Maverick Esports put their all into it. We could tell that these were professional players at work here today. When I was watching the other team's Rays just put the pressure on from the beginning, it was nothing to stray away from, for sure.
It was a huge match for Wilmington. able to pull away the first match, now having the momentum on their side. But this is 2 out of 3, and it looks like we will be moving to Bind for this next match.
Yes, and Bind is definitely a map that provides a lot of opportunity for both these players to show off what we've seen so far and also take advantage of a couple of new things that they don't have. I'm really excited to see how these players push themselves to the edge. I know that Maverick Esports is definitely in a tough spot right now, but it's not over yet. These players need to stay determined, they need to stay focused, and they need to understand that they had a lot of opportunities there, and they took a lot of those opportunities. They just need to hone in and work together to make that happen again.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Maverick Esports' strategy will be changing into this next match. Lots of discussions probably currently happening in their office space that they are playing in. We'll see what sort of strategy changes will be happening on this change to Bind.
Well, look at what happened when we had that timeout. I mean, it was only a round or two that they took a dub in, but at the end of the day, just taking the time to sit down with your team and really realize what it is that you need to do to make this happen. And sometimes that's all that it is. It's all about teamwork. It's all about focus. It's all about drive. And I think these players have it. But right now, Wilmington wants it more. And that's what we see. Let's hopefully not see that happen again in the next round.
Yeah, hopefully Maverick Esports will be able to take this to a third match. And if you guys would like to see more matchups like this, you can take a look at all the upcoming matches by going to our website, esports.mnsu.edu/schedules. There you can find all of the upcoming matchups for Maverick Esports.
And while you're on the website, there's also a bunch of other resources that we have. We have newsletters that you can sign up for at esports.mnsu.email. There's so much that you can do to get involved. You can join in on the Discord gaming communities that we have here at Maverick Esports. You don't have to be an esports player to be a part of the gaming community here at Minnesota State University Mankato. You could play whatever it is, party games, VR games. It does not matter. What we care about is building community and being better. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You know, when you're in school, you got to enjoy your time here. You got to build up from the ground up. You got to meet new people. You got to become your own individual. And that's what we love here at Maverick Esports. We love being able to provide that for you.
Exactly. Looks like our teams are almost all set here for map number 2. Now, Diesel, I got to ask you, one of our lead sponsors here at Maverick Esports, Rockstar Energy Drinks. What happens to be your favorite?
I'm a white Rockstar guy. I'm a zero sugar kind of guy when it comes to an energy drink. It's too much. The sugar in some of these Rockstars is just off the chain. And if that's what you're into, they got you covered. But for me, those zero sugar ones, that white Monster or that white Rockstar is just off the chain for me. Jeez.
And honestly, I could not agree with you more. Make sure to check out all of Rockstar's products as one of our sponsors of Maverick Esports.
Yes, of course. And really, honestly, it's so awesome to be able to just hang out with people here at the facility again. I haven't been here for a while, and it's just been so great to see old faces, new faces, and see how much our community is thriving. That's something that I've always been such a huge advocate for, is just how big this organization is going to be, and it just keeps growing. And of course, you can be a part of that too by coming to the training facilities, scheduling time as a student to be able to just play on the computers. You don't have to be in a team. You don't have to do any of that. We have space specifically for training for the community as well. We have allotted time on our website at esports.mnsu.edu where you can go Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and play on our rigs. It's honestly a great time.
And if gaming really isn't your thing, we have many other opportunities here. Even if you just want to be sitting at this desk and announcing matchups, we have so many different opportunities here for you that there's just so many varieties of opportunities here. If you want to be filming, announcing, or even playing, Maverick Esports has the options for you.
That's right, Tay. I personally love these moments. I love being able to sit with somebody who is just getting their foot through the door. They're finally taking the time to do something that they really care about. And you're great at it, man. You've been, like you said, you've done this before. You're already kind of at it. But at the end of the day, just being able to watch somebody grow, knowing that this organization has people like you watching, and everyone else who really cares and wants the community to be better. That's what matters, and we love that.
Exactly.
Definitely, definitely. And hopefully we will see more of that here when it comes to Bind. Game 2. Wilmington, North Carolina, University of North Carolina, Wilmington versus Maverick Esports.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what each team's strategies are going into this. We're probably going to see a lot of agent changes going into this match. Hard to say what teams are strategizing, as that will determine what they are playing as. But we'll just have to wait and see as we're getting ready for map number 2.
Yes, yes, we will. And it seems hopefully that'll be pretty soon. I don't necessarily know when this game is going to be starting. But if it's going to be a little bit of time, maybe we could take a quick break while we go ahead and get that started here tonight. Welcome back, everyone, to Maverick Esports. Tonight we are going to be watching Game 2 of Valorant against University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Yeah, looks like next map going to be Bind. We have Maverick Esports locking in their agents. Very interesting selection we have here. We have two different smokes players, and we got some nice recon. We'll see what they're able to pull off here.
Yeah, and it looks like from the defending side we see a smoker and maybe we're going to see a Cypher. Interesting situation to take the opportunity here. Jeez.
Indeed.
And it looks like you said, two smokers on each side here, a Brim and a Viper. Team comp is looking interesting for this game.
Yeah. Bind is such a large map, though, that I feel like having two smokers on each side will just cause lots of almost panic for the attacker's side, no matter what side you are on, for trying to push into sites. So we will see how both teams will be able to use that to their advantage here, as we are going started with map number 2.
Yeah. Honestly, pretty much similar team comp here from them. We only see a difference in the Cypher and the Fade here. So Maverick Esports gonna take opportunity here to start on the attacking side. Hopefully we see a huge change up from the last round.
Indeed.
And those who weren't watching for last round, we played a split match with a huge loss for Maverick Esports. I think it was a
13-3 going towards Wilmington.
harsh situation, but Maverick Esports starting on attacking side once again, and maybe things will change with a map switch up.
We're seeing a team comp set up for Maverick Esports more towards the A site. A site, in my experience, is usually more of like the default attacking side, especially on bind. So we will have to see if either team on defense will set up with more of a biasy on A site.
Definitely seeing that here, but it looks like Wilmington is going to take the wise approach of just having one person chill in hookah just in case a switch is happening.
Yeah, that hookah spot can be very tight and can cause a lot of interesting turns in momentum. Seeing Fade move in from Maverick Esports. Nice kill with a nice shot from Gravity, but gets traded away. Gravity trying to get some shots. Able to get some damage, but not necessarily able to pick up any more kills, with Wilmington having the slight advantage here, but we got the Sky rotating around behind. Sky able to get a nice kill, but gets traded off. It's now a 1v3. Maverick Esports down to their last player, E-Dubs. What will they be able to do? And we had many players from Wilmington watching that side.
Yeah, when it comes to that first round, it is so critical just staying alive. Losing a player is worse than having multiple players with barely any health left. Like, geez, harsh situation for Maverick Esports there.
Yeah, we saw this last game as well with Maverick Esports starting on the attacking side. Hopefully Maverick Esports able to pick up some momentum early in the game here. So hopefully possibly force some nice late buys for them.
Looking like they're opting again for an A push, but
We have a couple, we might have 1 or 2 players for Maverick Esports lurking onto B site. Ray's able to draw the flash, which might actually be to their advantage here. Ray is just jumping in, not able to do much there. Drawing 2 kills for the enemy Sky. Sky with 3 kills so far, possibly gonna pull something off. Ray's getting killed and just a flawless victory for Wilmington in that round.
not a good look for Maverick Esports going into the second round with already a loss under their belt. They're definitely going to need to re-hone their focus in once again and hopefully take advantage of what they have here at Maverick Esports.
Indeed. We'll see what Maverick Esports goes for here. Looks like another A push. After that round, that might be the move because I feel like Wilmington would expect a possible switch in strategy. But it looks like they're going to try to go for a similar move again here.
Rough stuff here. Let's see it go.
Nice early kill from Maverick Esports' Fade, also going in for the recon. Maverick Esports going for an aggression push in. Some more kills for Maverick Esports, but losing 1 at the same time.
Could definitely work out in their favor. They're pushed up onto site.
Going for the plant, Brimstone, able to get the plant down. That is huge for this Maverick Esports
now,
team.
as long as Maverick Esports can keep the control that they currently have, this round is in their favor.
Most of Maverick Esports players playing back, but with view of sight. Honestly, a very good move here. That Sky kind of in a sketchy place. Looking down, gets one-tapped by Wilmington's Cypher.
What I'm seeing right now is Wilmington take it slow and just try to pick off every single member of Maverick Esports one by one, and it is working in their
Brimstone
favor.
with a nice placement there. Good kill. Comes down, and it looks like Wilmington will not have the time with Viper even getting the last kill. That is huge for this Maverick Esports team, getting a nice early win on attack here.
All they need to do is have games like that every so often, keep themselves in a nice position, try to get the score.
Again,
balanced
another
out.
defender-heavy map here. We just need Maverick Esports to just hold their momentum while Wilmington is going to try to prevent that from happening.
Going into round 4 here, and Maverick Esports need 1 round to tie it up.
And a split setup here, 3 on B, 2 on A. Sky going for early push in. Fade getting some recon there. We'll see what happens there. Gravity with a nice kill, forcing them to still remain on the A site as well. We have many good plays here, but Viper able to get some kills, and we're down to the last player, Brimstone, for Maverick Esports.
Min trying to get through that teleporter, but just not getting there in time.
And Brimstone from Maverick not able to necessarily see the defender there.
One thing that I've noticed from this Maverick Esports team is if they get a win, it is such a huge upset right afterwards. And if they can just get out of this funk, maybe, just maybe, they can come out with a win in this round.
Yeah, seeing the setup for Maverick Esports, another split decision possibly here. Not sure how much of a good idea that is after last round, but we'll see what they're able to pull off from it.
Wow.
And the Cypher, able to get some just good kills for them again. Brimstone getting a nice head tap, but Brimstone remaining the last in a 4v1 situation, getting killed by the Cypher. That Cypher has some really good aim from Wilmington Esports team.
It's necessary for a player like that, and we are seeing a timeout from Maverick Esports. They get what's going on, they understand the pressure that's being put on them, and they're going to make the decision to place a timeout way before last round.
And honestly, good decision by Maverick Esports here. I definitely see why they are going for this kind of timeout here. It's honestly, their momentum is just falling apart right now. We'll see what they will pull off from this, but timeout 100% necessarily.
What I can tell from this timeout, what it provides me with, is it provides me with the understanding that this team gets that they're in a tough spot. And they realize that they have this opportunity to focus in and push themselves to a better level. And they did it already before. So as long as they just keep the focus, they just try it and really hone in on what they had prior from that previous timeout, then maybe, just maybe, they can have it for more than a couple of rounds and they can actually push themselves to tie up this game, at least. Because once they get tied, at least they'll have the morale to push themselves a little bit further. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
Going back into the game, timeout over. We'll see what this Maverick Esports team decides to go with, looking like they're going to try to play mainly on one site. Looks like all their players remaining on one site, which honestly, they need all the support they can get on one site. What they need to do, like before, is just keep pushing into site and just trying to plant as soon as possible. Cypher for Wilmington, just with that ult, just is going off right now.
And things like anything that a Cypher can do, really just lose all
and drawing out the ult from them. What a play by Fade to try to get that kill on their Cypher. That's huge momentum. Viper as well, Gravity able to get one. Fade getting a nice util pull. Huge play by Fade on for Maverick Esports, down to a 4v2 advantage Maverick Esports.
The pressure is on. They made the right decision to take that timeout, and now we are seeing the fruits of Maverick Esports
huge play by Cast. Min going for a plant on a nice rotate to B site. What are they able to pull off here? Viper having to do a huge rotate from A site.
Maverick Esports made the wise decision here. They're playing aggressive. And honestly, the unpredictability just pushes these players to a point that they don't understand what to do. And they're not expecting it from Maverick Esports.
Fade with the huge util advantage with the ult. Probably not going to use this, but has their utility. Able to throw it out for the nice recon. Able to seek them out. Looks like Fade possibly going to go for it. Min with a nice kill. Maverick Esports with a nice recovery there after the timeout. They absolutely need this momentum right now.
As long as they can keep it, right?
As long as they can keep this momentum.
Honestly,
we can see some huge plays by Maverick Esports right now.
if they do one more round just like that, I can tell the way that this team's playing, Wilmington's been playing, they don't like this sort of disruption. They like it to play. They like it by the books, and if we can push those boundaries.
Coming from a coaching standpoint here, in this situation, whenever they are rushing, they're able to get these nice picks whenever they just rush into sight. That's what this team needs to focus on. Viper and NACE going for the 1v1 with the eco advantage. What this Maverick Esports team needs to do is just complete a rush in, guns blazing.
Harsh loss in the duel with the Cypher there for Maverick Esports, but it's not over yet.
Only slight damage taken there.
We see a slight push with the bomb on B site being down, bomb down on B long.
Still a 2v3 here. Maverick Esports still with the chance to make the comeback. They just need to play aggressive here, to be honest. Good play by Fade.
Taking the reload, playing too
Oh,
risky.
but they didn't know. They didn't know the Raze was on the other side.
Raze v Raze.
And it's a 1v1. We just need to see what will happen here.
And this
Both of
Raze
them
knows a
playing
lot.
Spike. We'll see what happens with 35 seconds left. It's going to come down to a 1v1. Raze trying to draw something out. Raze with the ult.
30 seconds
Making
left.
a wise and risky decision, just playing any possible way they can.
And Raze just trying to play in a more threatening version here.
Run.
Gets the rotate. This
It's
can
good
be
to just-
huge for Raze. Just needs to go for the plant. Raze just need to get the plant down. 14, 13 seconds left.
Plenty of time, especially with the other Raze.
And we have
not
the
opting
Raze
for the
being
portal.
coming down on a rotate here. Good plant. It'll peak. Good decision to stay back.
Having that information is just enough to get this win. But playing it risky is going to be rough. I mean, we've been talking about it, saying they need to, but in a 1v1 situation like that, that Raze had the information they needed. Of course, enemy Raze did have an ult. You never know what's going to happen, but at the end of the day, it was in the favor of Maverick Esports.
And it's still a good round from Maverick Esports. I still don't think the momentum from that round is over.
I
They
agree.
played such a huge round there for them that they still have their ego and they can still keep pushing in this next round. The momentum is not dead here for them.
Definitely, definitely. The only thing that they really need to do is focus in on that Cypher. If they can take out that Cypher early, because he's always playing risky. He's always going to duel right at the beginning.
And these late rotates from Maverick Esports trying to just rotate behind them, working out very well. I think just clearing their corners is just becoming one of their main issues, is they're becoming lazy with trying to find where they are.
Spike down.
Viper getting killed by the Cypher once again, but a good shot by Cast. Raze trying to run out, able to avoid the Brimstone ult. Down to a 3v3 here. No advantage necessarily either side. We have
Cast
two
opting.
Maverick Esports on the B site
And we see
trying
Cast
to
opting
angle it
switch
off.
over. This may be a B plant here for
Brimstone
Maverick Esports.
with the spike. Not many people around. Fade just trying to complete it. Brimstone just needing to go for that plant. But they do not have the info they need. Going for plant currently is E-Dubs. Able to get the plant off. Huge momentum swing for Maverick Esports. Fade with a nice angle spot watching.
Wilmington has plenty of time to make something happen. They're gonna play it safe, and they're really going to try to put pressure on.
We got a nice trade from Maverick Esports, but not able to keep the momentum that they have. It's going to be going to Wilmington Esports in this round.
It's definitely rough to see, but it's not over yet for these players, as long as they just keep the idea in mind of pressure. I feel like the pressure is working for them, as long as they play fast.
Oh, and
play
Wilmington
quick.
going for the toxic move of trying to go for a last-second diffusion.
Of course.
Wow.
Typical Valorant situation to see, but
But you know what? That extra few seconds can give Maverick Esports some extra time to strategize.
true. Just taking a second to breathe is so important as a human being.
Honestly.
Sometimes you forget that we're not just robots playing a game.
Exactly. Currently, a score of 6-2, advantage to Wilmington.
So round 9, we see Maverick Esports opting for a mid-A push, maybe switching over to B. if things don't go their way.
And honestly, they are going literally all out onto one side. Oh, Raze didn't see. Huge play. Sky able to prevent the Raze from ult.
That is
Huge play from Sky as Raze did not fully check the corner. Huge advantage now for Maverick Esports.
We see an opportunity here for Maverick Esports to just destroy the morale of Wilmington. And honestly, expecting...
And we get the Viper ult from Gravity. What a huge play, as we were not able to see this in the last map. This could be huge for Maverick Esports.
Now this is a game of Valorant. This is what you want to see from these players. High intensity, high ability use. It is all over the place now.
With 50 seconds left, 4v4 going. Edub's faking the plant currently. Edubs needs to get that plant down to continue the momentum, but going for the Viper kill makes it a 3v4 for Maverick Esports.
Smart pinch from the players of Maverick Esports, 3v3
Going for the late
situation.
rotate move. This could actually be huge. Going to try to prevent and trying to go for a quick rotate as they know where all of them are coming from. Edub's needing this plant. This could be huge for Maverick Esports.
They're already
Huge
on
play
site.
by Viper, but gets shot down. Sky with a nice kill. 2v1 advantage now to Wilmington.
Min's got a good situation, has ult. Don't think they're going to use it. They're by themselves.
Oh, and a huge shot from that enemy Cypher.
Not a good situation to be in for Maverick Esports. Maybe it would have been a good decision to use that ult, but it's a huge risk to take in a 2v1 situation. Especially as a Sky.
Yeah, down 7-2 right now for Maverick Esports. They need a huge comeback here.
It's going to be a sad day if we see a huge loss like this, but like I said, these players, they don't let up on either side.
Yeah.
Wilmington is doing a fantastic job here.
Yeah, Wilmington able to hold their own site extremely well in these high-stakes situations.
This is the pinnacle here.
Huge shot from Cypher going absolutely nowhere. Cast getting slightly hit from one of the shots, it looks like.
Maybe a rotate's happening.
Looks
or
like
it's just a
Sky
switch
getting
over
some...
to A.
Sky being a huge team player and getting those heals. Definitely helping Gravity in the situation with a nice ult from Sky.
Wow.
What a kill. What a blind fire from Sky. Huge, huge movement there. And another kill to Raze. It was a 5v3 situation advantage of Maverick Esports. I don't think we've seen this yet.
And these are the two most aggressive players that we've seen on the side of Wilmington.
Another kill for B-Dubs as well.
Hot stuff. Did you say B-Dubs instead of E-Dubs? Because you can watch this stream here at B-Dubs.
Huge shots from Sky.
Oh my gosh.
Going
Maverick
down to a
Esports going hard.
2v1 advantage. Mavericks with the plant down. Can Maverick Esports pull off this round? Sky going for a cheeky little rotate around. Are they able to pull it off? They're right there.
They know.
Can they get to it?
Min-
They're able to get the round for another attacker's win for Maverick Esports.
Now that is what you love to see. Min honestly has been playing calm, cool, and collective all night.
Min with these huge late round decisions to just rotate around and just get behind the enemies. Great plays there by Min playing as Sky. Huge team player as well. Min also playing as Sky, able to get a lot of healing done in the early round, possibly save that team's round.
Now we're in a 7-3 situation going into round 10. So definitely has the opportunity for Maverick Esports to bring it back in the second half, especially on a map like that.
Nice little play by Raze there, just trying to get some recon done. Didn't really release it, I don't think, as well as they wanted to. We got most of Maverick Esports going the other way. Nice shot from the Cypher on Wilmington, but oh, we got the full rotate here, as almost all of Wilmington is still remaining on that A site. A nice early plant here can do well.
Aggressive rush.
Oh,
Unpredictability, but the Brim
good
made a
ult.
wise decision.
Good ult from the opposing Brim here. Still going for that plant there. And a nice util play by the Fade, trying to just prevent any sort of movement there as they were finishing off the
Sky all coming in, taking it all
nice
down.
kill from the Fade, bringing it down to a 3v4 advantage, Wilmington.
And they're picking them off like flies here at Maverick Esports.
Nice little rotate here.
Players
Oh, huge plays
Brim
by one.
smoke.
Oh, but little do we know they have the Brim ult.
Well, we can see it though. We can't.
Well,
They made a wise decision there.
yeah.
Going for that Brim from all the way back there. They knew the situation they were in. They knew that ult was up.
And round's gonna go to Wilmington. Only 8-3. We are seeing more wins in this half for Maverick Esports than
More
we
kills,
did last
more
game.
activity, just more pressure in general. Everything, all of the above, really. Everything that they're doing right now is showing that they want to win. They need it. And they're playing
Exactly.
against a really, really tough team right now to have that happen to.
Exactly. Another win here will be huge for Maverick Esports trying to move into the second half. We'll see what their strategy will be going into the second half, as this Maverick team has honestly just been unpredictable going from round to round.
Split situation here. Well,
We
it's more of a
hear
roamer,
we
but
hear
yeah.
Ray's ult from Maverick Esports with the Cypher with the ult. Nice Ray's ult from the Rays, able to get a nice early kill onto the enemy Brimstone.
Using those bullets in
Cypher
their
also
direction.
with their ult on the defending side.
Here we see another pick off from Maverick Esports. Oh,
Nice kill by
trade.
Min, but gets traded by the Cypher.
3v3 situation, and the Cypher's still up for Wilmington. So Maverick Esports are not in a good position just yet, but they still have some time.
Maverick Esports going for a rotate that I don't think Wilmington is expecting, because they're just starting to rotate now. Getting a nice plant. This is 100% needed for Maverick Esports right now.
We've noticed whenever they get these early plants off, it just plays in their favor. They get to take a little bit of a breather and play as if they're defending. And it seems like Maverick Esports benefits from this sort of situation. Everyone's already on the
Cast going for a nice rotate from behind. Viper trying to play lineups almost.
Well, they're going to stick it.
Oh, and the stick is huge for Wilmington Esports.
Harsh situation.
The stick is huge for them as we're moving on to the second half. Now, I don't want to be that guy, but there is a thing called the 9-3 curse.
Yep, that is a meme.
And if that can be pulled off here in the esports setting, that can just be huge.
It wouldn't be the first time either, and
It definitely would
wouldn't
not.
be the first time we see like a 12-0 comeback either. It's
Exactly.
Valorant,
It's,
right?
it's very unpredictable.
We see Maverick Esports on the defending side now, getting a chance to relax a little bit maybe. But with that Cypher, you never know, man.
I wouldn't necessarily say relax in this current situation. Still down by a 6-point margin. But at the same time, it really only is 6 points. So we'll see what Maverick Esports able to pull off here on the defending side of Bind. Looks like Wilmington playing definitely more the slower game. Brimstone trying to hold them off to get their teammates rotated over. Gravity not realizing yet that they're trying to defend against two others right now, and that their crosshair is like straight over top of them. Very interesting to see from the spectator position. Gravity just holding that position. This is very interesting POV from Gravity.
Every single player right now is just so patient and so focused.
Nobody wanting to make the first move, it seems, but Faye is slowly peeking over. Brimstone slowly pushing in. Nice play by Fade, able to possibly get some damage on the Sky, but able to get surrounded. 2v4 remaining.
Now that was a Wolfpack attack right there. Every single member of Wilmington.
And we're going to see something like that again. Huge flash, but not enough. 4v1. Can we see if Cass can do anything here?
I do like what Min did there, trying to just reposition.
And Cass just happened to back out of their terrible situation that they're being placed here in. Just trying to line fire that corner, they all know where they are.
Cass understands the situation right now. There's not much that can be done, and just even getting a kill would be nice.
Exactly, but not able to get that here in the round. Some good cooperation we are seeing here from Wilmington Esports.
I can only imagine what the econ of this half is going to look like as of right now. Jeez, harsh situation to start for Maverick Esports, but let's see.
We are seeing a lot of light buys, though, coming from Maverick Esports currently. But at the same time, we are seeing full buys as well. We'll see what they're able to pull off here.
Hopefully they can rely on that. We see a judge from Cypher coming in, so more than likely we'll see a little Magnum action here. Tough stuff from the likes of Maverick Esports. But they have the opportunity here on defending.
We got the next round started here. Cass playing a good position. Able to get a nice kill and gets traded by the Cypher. But E-Dub's able to kill that Cypher, which is huge for this Maverick Esports team. E-Dub's running around, hopefully to get some high ground, and a nice kill by Min playing as Sky. And a nice get, catches the rotate gravity with Viper play. What a huge prevention of a rotate. And the econ definitely going up for Maverick Esports on that light by a round. It's going to be huge.
A devilish shutdown indeed from the likes of Gravity, making it look easy for the likes of Maverick Esports. But at the end of the day, if they can have rounds like that all the time, then this would be a different game.
Exactly.
And hopefully that changes.
And it looks like Wilmington's going for a pistol-only round. Hopefully that will keep the momentum in Maverick's favor.
Yeah, it's going to be a good idea here to just play it cool for the likes of Wilmington. They know they're in the lead. They can risk a pay.
And Min not being able to get the good flick there. Down to a 2v2 already. Barely into this round. Gravity with hold of Spike. With nobody else coming, able to pick up a nice ult orb for free.
When we see Viper and Sky circling together to this portal.
You want to know what else is free? Subscribing with Twitch Prime. Make sure if you have that free Amazon Prime account to use your Twitch Prime. Helps out the team a lot.
It definitely does. And if you don't got Twitch Prime, you can always just use a $5 subscription as well. All proceeds are appreciated. And here at Maverick Esports, supporting by watching is more than enough. But we appreciate you nothing.
We're seeing a nice play from Gravity, holding a nice angle. Hopefully they don't peek out from that situation, but some low health from Sky on 1 health. Sky with the one tap though.
Harsh.
Fade knows where they are at least, but we'll see what the Fade's able to pull off here as they're playing a tight corner.
That blinds, that Sky knows where the Fade is too.
Fade has the util, but they've already picked up and it looks like they're rotating away to A site. We'll see what can be played out from here.
They got 12 seconds. They can definitely get there in time.
We'll see if they actually make it there in time, because it is Viper with the spike. They're going to have to go for it straight away. And it looks like Viper barely gets the spike down.
Harsh situation.
Less than 0.2 seconds remaining on the clock. That Viper sure is definitely lucky to even just get that down there. But their hearts are definitely racing now with the little amount of time left in this round.
This Fade has a lot of work to do.
And nice kill. 1 HP left on the Sky. Can they pull it off?
And they can't!
Oh my goodness.
What a huge upset. A 2 health Sky throughout that entire round. Made each of those plays. Took out all those players pretty much.
My goodness, what a huge play from the opposing Fade. Or, sorry, from the opposing Sky.
Yes, definitely a tough situation. And, man, we've talked a lot about momentum today. And Maverick Esports, they're
just not able to.
It's tough. It's a tough situation. Like, they'll put in absolute work in a round, and we'll see a huge upset, and it almost motivates this team more.
Starting this round, not much action to begin out with.
Long push from the attacking side.
We're seeing a lot of util being played here.
Sky ult going
Full
down.
push going into the B site. Viper just trying to stay alive. Nice! 1 tap from the Viper gets traded away.
You see So
We see Cass trying to just do some wallbang shots through there.
definitely a good decision from the likes of Maverick Esports. They're in a win or lead in perspective of players alive, and the site is currently for the attackers as they're planting.
Yeah, 4v3 here in advantage of Maverick Esports if they are able to pull through with it. Definitely needing the time to push in here now with very little time. 3v3 now.
The pressure is on, and all of Maverick Esports are in the same spot, which is just a huge disadvantage for him on
huge
this.
play again from that same sky we've been seeing all match.
When you're just all coming in from that same side on that B site, it is just impossible to do anything when you're trying to defuse. Jeez. Bind is a rough spot for these players so far. 12-4 match point. We saw the exact same score in the last round, but oh man, it's tough to have hope.
Yeah, it's almost like the Wilmington team, whenever they are down, are able to use whatever momentum Maverick Esports has against them. It's huge for them.
It really is. These players are showing off tonight and giving us an experience and letting us know why they're where they are.
Bunch of Utah being played by Wilmington Esports here. That's a bunch of shots raining out.
Raze
ult. Good shot, able to get a kill on the brim. Good play by Maverick Esports.
It's a judge play here for Maverick Esports. We see Raze and Fade with judges here.
And honestly, the judge is a huge option here, going for those short-range battles like they've been in almost all game. Except currently for the Sky, playing in a huge long-range battle.
Harsh blinded the
Nice
teammate from Sky, but
Min with the
heals.
nice heal though to their teammate.
Min, I definitely have been appreciating the effort that Min has been putting into all these last two games, for sure.
Gravity going for one. Oh, it has to use the utils they already pulled out. Hard play by them. Just trying to go for a nice one-tap possibly here.
2v3 on match point.
And
It's not
Fade
looking
knowing
good.
the Cypher coming around. Gonna just try to keep holding that as long as they can. Nice play.
Huge.
Down to a 2v1. They absolutely need this right now.
And he's sticking
going for
on
the
a
stick.
defuse.
And he can keep going for the stick as Maverick Esports able to stay alive.
This game ain't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see it
It is
happen even
never
more.
It is never over till it's over. Maverick Esports staying alive here in a make or break match.
Huge, huge situation. We're seeing players like the other team Sky going 22-11, and they're, oh my gosh, look at their Cypher, man. That Cypher has been going crazy all game. And we're seeing players, even the lowest frag on our team, Edos, is putting in amazing ability work for this team and really working together. I think that this team really has the opportunity if they just stop teaming up together, maybe. I don't know at this point.
Yeah, we'll see what Maverick Esports able to pull off here. Don't want to say it, but Maverick Esports with the momentum here. You almost hate to say that in what these situations have been.
Going showers, it looks like.
Nice little prevent of util used by the Brimstone.
Opting to split the A side for this plant.
Ooh,
attempt.
Cass had the opportunity to shoot there, but just using it as recon. Cass needing to run out, able to get out, but not for long as they get shot down by the enemy Raze. Good play by the Brimstone, able to get a nice trade there.
Ooh,
Mavericks
jeez.
down to a 2v4.
These team fights from the side of Wilmington have been the exact reason why we see them.
And it looks like this guy's gonna play long.
Whoa!
Huge plays by Min!
Min!
Huge plays
Here he
by
comes
Min!
with the ult to see it happen, man.
Let's
That's
go!
crazy.
Huge play by Min.
That's
We
insane.
absolutely needed that in a huge play.
Honestly,
Oh my god.
we were packing up, ready to go home, but look at where we are now. Maverick
And-
Esports coming in crazy.
And you know what? That was the momentum working in their favor now. To be honest, I'm pretty sure I just heard Min scream from the other room or something. I don't know.
You can hear the angels sing for these boys here tonight as they come in as underdogs, their own team.
Exactly. going into this next round, you know their hopes are high right now for Maverick Esports. Their egos are up. They need to absolutely pop off right now going into this next round.
Let's see it happen. I've seen Maverick Esports benefit from heavy aggression. I've seen him benefit from fast switching on rotating.
Never seen Min with some nice util play there. Not necessarily going to push in on it quite yet, as we know Min likes to play on that like loop around angle to get behind them.
And it works well. It definitely worked well last round, and I've seen it work for him before. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next.
Cass lining up and shot. Not able to connect, going for a wall bang. Enemy Viper able to place a nice smoke there, but Ray's able to escape pretty easily.
We do see a lurker still on the B side for the likes of Wilmington, but opting to just push.
And a huge play, but Ray's able to escape the opposing Ray's ult. A nice ult from the fade. Going to keep this up.
We see Wilmington have access to the site now. It's going to be a retake for the likes of Maverick Esports.
Little do they know, Min is back site again, I believe. Actually, never mind that case. Min pushing on site, playing with the team.
And it looks like Wilmington lost their opportunity here. They had full control, and now they're in a tough spot. They have a good spot location for the spike, of course, so that they can sit where they are. But at the end of the day, they just don't have access to the spike with as many
Nice
people.
play. Maverick stays alive in this situation. Good plays by Min and Fade here, staying alive.
Only a five game difference right now, and
5-round deficit, never over till it's over.
exactly. And right now, Maverick Esports is giving us that exact offense here today. We are currently playing on the defensive side here at Maverick Esports for this final half, and we are holding out hope that we can make this happen.
Yeah. And quick note, I'm pretty sure we've been calling Chamber Cypher this entire match.
That's
and I
crazy.
do apologize for that.
That is actually crazy because oh my god.
It's been a hot minute since I've played this game. So
Well,
that
and there
might
was,
have been my bad.
I'm pretty sure the same guy was playing Chamber last round. But I
Yeah,
could be wrong.
so
Or,
good.
Or was
good.
playing Cypher next
Yeah.
round. Oh my god.
All right, we're seeing this next round get underway here. Min holding sight well for Maverick Esports. Going for a B push, switching it up. Gravity holding a nice angle there. Able to send off some utils well. Huge play by Min, able to possibly get a shock there. Nice play by Min, gets traded off.
That's
It's a
rough.
4v2 situation, man. Advantage Maverick Esports. 2 players remaining for
For Wilmington, and it looks like we have Spike on site. Will Wilmington
the
take
good.
that?
Oh, almost able to get the chamber there.
It's rough. It's a rough spot to be in, but it's a 2v2 situation.
And a good
Oh!
shot on the chamber. It's down to a 1v1 here.
Wise decision by Faye to just hop down. Looks like Brim is going to opt to maybe rotate.
Oh,
No
and
way!
that's gonna do it for this matchup.
Honestly, Maverick Esports put in work. They tried their best. They made it happen at the end of that round, or the end of that game, but it wasn't enough, and it wasn't at the right time either.
Yeah, Maverick Esports not able to hold onto their own in this matchup. Matchup going to University of North Carolina with the final match score 13-7, map number 2 bind.
2-0 from the likes of Wilmington. They did a great job here tonight. Honestly, like I love to say this every time, but these players care so much about this game, and you can tell just how determined they are, both on the side of Maverick Esports and Wilmington. I can tell that these players put their all in tonight, and that's what we'd love to see every time here at Maverick Esports.
Exactly. And all I have to say is, from watching this match, MVP of Maverick Esports has to be Min. Huge
Definitely.
playmaking by him early into these games and also late into these games. You
What a-
just love to see the performance from him.
What I like about Min specifically is just how unpredictable he likes to play. He likes to take the opportunity of where players expect them to be and completely throw that out of the water. If there's a blind that's going to happen, he's going to take the opportunity to completely reposition himself to disrupt the team. And that's what we wanted. We wanted to see more disruption. We got a lot of it at the end of the game, but man, if we could just get more of that, I miss Valorant so much, man.
So do I. It's a great game to play and even better to watch in these huge matchups.
And honestly, it would be, I wouldn't have it any other way to spend the time with you, my friend.
Yeah.
Honestly, getting the opportunity to sit at the table with somebody who is brand new here at Maverick Esports, first time ever casting, and you provide so much detail, so much commentary. I know this is a great fit for you, and we're going to really enjoy you for the time that you're here.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. And shouts out to everybody who's been around, whether it be the players, the production team who provide us with a great experience here at Maverick Esports. And it is such a welcome home here from me. So
Yeah.
it's been an amazing time. And as of now, it seems like the stream's going to be ending up here tonight. So
and I have to give a huge shout out to the people on the other side of the camera doing a great job through all the technical difficulties we've had through tonight. Huge
And
shout out to them.
it's another day on the job here at Maverick Esports, and we had a fantastic time as always. So it's been me, Diesel D, with,
The Jazzy Tay.
and you guys have a great night.
students at Minnesota State Mankato, and we had a big idea. Turn our love of gaming into a varsity esports team. In our first year, we earned a national championship and created a fun and friendly community. Be a Maverick. Learn more at mnsu.edu.
Oh, here we go. K-Top.
Stay in the loop with Mavericks Esports. Sign up for our newsletter, scan this code, or visit esports.mnsu.edu and follow us on social media at esportsmnsu.